Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. So let's see who joins me today. I have been working on my new pattern back there on my lovely Bonita. And if you're like the pattern and you're interested in purchasing it, it is on my Etsy shop. And my Etsy shop information is in the description box. So while I'm waiting to see who joins me, I am trying to get this yarn so that I don't end up with a knot. Because who wants a knot? Not I. What is going on? I see I have two lurkers. Hello to the lurkers. Welcome to my channel. And I hope you get a thumbs up. Oh, man. I want to work on another hat if I can ever get this from not being tangled. I was thinking of colors to do, and I was like, I think I have a yellow ombre, although we're going into winter, but yellow is such a happy color. So I said, I wonder where it is. And I went to our Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree has really downsized on the yarn. But I picked up a few skeins of some cotton. And when I went to put it in the garage, because I don't need it right now, so I was going to put it in the container. And I opened up, I had another um, um, another bag. What is the word I'm looking for? Ooh, words escape me. But I was looking, I had another bag in there in the container, and I unzipped it to see what yarn was in it. And lo and behold, there is my ombre yellow. Hello, Rudy. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Howdy to you as well. And I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Our weather is very lovely today, very lovely. We're in the 80s with a nice breeze to go with it. So I'm hoping my Miami Hurricanes play well in this lovely weather. But they are playing a tough team. At least they used to be a tough team. I don't know if they're tough now. Let me see. Put this on just in case. I like those feet. A winter doll. Okay.
Stop scrolling. Nail polish is only $5.
Jeez. Did not want that to happen. So now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the hurricanes. That's what I was talking about. Hey, Darcia. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Did I say it right? And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Mm, Nightbot's doing this job. I'm trying to find my sweet spot on my live times. Since I only get a trickle of people that show up, you just never know with YouTube. And the sweet spot for myself as well. Nothing on my hook as of yet. Is 78 going up to 81. Where are you located? That sounds like nice weather. And I'm going to put this little note in here. I have a pattern cell on my, I never know if I should say on or in. I'm going to say in my, no, I'm going to say on. No, in my Etsy shop. Now I want to see. Nope. I'm going to put that there just in case somebody looks. It's all about promoting yourself. Gotta promote yourself, nothing else, if nobody else does it. And this hat pattern that I'm doing is nice, easy pattern. Just gives a little pop in the end. I finished the back panel of my, what do you call it? My hoodie. So now I'm working on the front panel. Took me forever to do the back panel. So I'm hoping I get it finished one day, real soon, because I'm tired of working on it. And I'm slowly making very slow progress on my dolphin's graft as well. I have not touched my spiral granny purse yet. That's the other thing I'm supposed to be working on. But I have not touched it to make another spiral granny square. And I had said I was going to do it before the end of the year, and we are 2 months, and we will be at the end of the year. Working full time does not help at all, at all, at all. Hey, Gloria, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. She says, hi, Gigi, and everyone in the chat. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Can I see it? See the hat is on her. That's what I'm working on. That's the one that's in my Etsy shop. Nightbot doing his job. Saying hi to Gloria. Saying hi to Darcia. Okay. Right now I'm just working on the crown of the hat. Miss Gloria, did you ever do the pattern? I already posted it and I was up really, really late last night because my computer was like, you haven't touched me all week and now you want me to really work? I don't know what makes my laptop so slow, but I'm sure it has a lot of junk on it that I don't need, but I just don't have time to come and fiddle around with it and try to get rid of stuff. So when I wanted to do what it should do, it drags its feet. So I was up like over an hour just trying to save the pattern and put it on Etsy and my laptop didn't want to cooperate. I still feel like I should have gotten one during Prime Week, gotten another one, but I was like, I didn't see any great deals on a laptop, and I didn't just want to go into debt for another laptop. So I did not purchase another one. All this stuff costs money. I can always put it on my as a business expense, but it doesn't matter. It's not like somebody's gonna reimburse me for it. It just showed I spent some money for a laptop. It doesn't matter. And Nightbot says, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, bye, Nightbot. I did a thumbs up. I'm working on my nephew's blanket, and it's 49 and cloudy and rain coming soon. No, haven't done it yet. I will though. Okay, girl. Well, this has got to be like number 6 or 7 for me. I lost count, but I figure I wanted to see what it looked like in yellow, and this is the perfect time to do it because um, I can get most of it done while I'm here on the live. At least that's my plan. In my head, I think I can do that. I don't know if my hands can do it, but my head says I can. Let me show you the progress that I've made on my Graphcan. I so want this to be finished one day, but it's so tedious. In an hour, I think I can do a row. That's how it feels. See, I got part of the dolphin in there. I got sun rays, and I got bottom part of the fin over here, and that's the border of it. I feel like I'll finish this before I finish that that hoodie. Once I get the dolphin body done, then it's just the rest of the sun rays, and then it's the top border. And then I just got to put a front border on it, and it'll be done. Hey, Brianna, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your lovely weather like? Because mine is lovely on my end. Gloria saying, hey to Brianna. There are some other colors that I want to do with this hat, but I really need to stay focused on getting those big projects done. That spiral granny square purse is going to be the worst for me because I'm dreading doing it for so long now. I have like seven of the squares done, and that's just because I had to take the first one apart. So that's where those squares come from. And I still need to do because you have to have 13 squares. So I only have 6 more to do, but feels like 60. Hi, other Miss Gloria. I'm sure when I start, I won't be able to stop. That's how I feel because they work up so fast, and you are a much faster crocheter than me. You'll probably whip out 3 or 4 of them in a blink of an eye. My weather is nice too. I'm not working, to be honest. Well, everybody needs a break. I should have turned the fan on because having my hair down is making me hot. Oh, good. The air conditioning just kicked in. Thank you, air conditioning. I did most of those hats with no, I won't say that. The first few hats I had some of that Studio Stitch by Nicole, Studio Classic, Studio something, but it's AC Moore yarn, and I found it as I was going through all this yarn because I'm going to do another yarn sale next Saturday. So I was going through the yarn, and I came across the first one that I did, and I was like, "OMG, I didn't even know I had this yarn. Totally forgot I had it." And then I don't know, that pattern just popped in my head, and I started doing it, and I was like, "Ooh, I like how this turned out." So then I found another skein of the Studio Stitch yarn, and I did another hat, and I was like, "Ooh, I really like that." And then I did one with some red heart yarn. Actually, I think the purple one is with some red heart purple tones. Yeah. And then I did some with um why can't I think of it? Joanne's yarn. What is Joanne's yarn called? Big Twist. I did some with Big Twist. So this yellow one is with the Red Heart Super Saver. So I've tested all of the yarns except for I don't have any impeccable because I hardly ever buy impeccable yarn. Although impeccable has a beautiful purple yarn, ombre yarn that I just love, and I only have a ball about that big. And I was like, oh, I should go to Michael's and pick up. Actually, Michael's brand is Craft Smart. I think that's Michael's brand. But they're that impeccable yarn. They have a beautiful purple that I just love. But I don't get to Michael's that often because I'm always going over to Joann's. I usually go to Michael's via the web, saying hi and saying hi. But I have a few colors that I can see in my head that I want to do using this pattern. And I've worked it so many times now, I don't even need to look at the pattern. It was so funny when I went to make a bucket hat because my company wanted to do turn the office pink. And I was like, oh, well, I'll do a bucket hat. I'll do a pink bucket hat. And I totally forgot how I did my bucket hat. So I had to go and look for my own pattern. I said, now I understand singers. They don't remember every lyric to those songs. We remember the songs that we like from those artists, but that's why they have to practice. me see. Live, love, crochet. Hi, everyone. First time here. Hello, live, love, crochet. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? And what is your name? Saying hello. Nightbot saying welcome to the channel. Do you know if my aunt finished her girl? No. She did buy the orange yarn, but I doubt if she ever did the border because that's what she needed the orange for. So I would say look out for pictures on YouTube from her friends, not YouTube, on Facebook. Her friends post, she never posts anything. But plus I think it's way hot anyway. I don't think she would have been able to wear it because she says she's going to do it for homecoming, but it's still hot. So, but I don't think she ever finished it. Everybody saying hello. Hello, Nightbot saying, don't forget to hit the like button. And she's saying hello. Um, yes, I just stopped mine. Mine should have been longer, but I was so tired of doing that thing. I said, let me just go ahead and finish this out because I may get to wear it once this year, if that. But as I say, when it gets cold, I don't want to go outside anyway. I can always throw it on. It's when it gets cold in the house, I throw on. I have that bat wing, like top, whatever it is. I have it by my desk, so I can just throw it on real quick if we have a meeting or something. I hardly ever put myself on screen though. Until they tell me it's mandatory, I am going to avoid it like the plague. My name is Steph. The weather in the you're in the UK. Okay, cool. It's cold and rainy. I'm currently working on box stitch blanket. Ooh, what's a box stitch? That's interesting. Haven't heard of that. Saying hi to Gloria. Yeah, she told me last week she was gonna try to have the details ready for homecoming, but I haven't seen a pic. Me either. Nope, I don't think she has finished it. You know your aunt can't sit still for a minute. Always got something to do. Unlike me, I can sit still for hours upon hours upon hours. And I got out into the YouTube streets, something I don't normally do. I thought I'd like, oh, well, let me see what's going on here and let me check out this one. Because I don't, okay, where am I? I think I just did too. I sure did. I'm usually working. I know when I get off of here, I'm gonna go and do a little bit of work because tomorrow is game day, and I don't want to even be thinking about working. I want to be thinking about Miami Dolphins beating the Patriots. That's all I want to be thinking about. One year, I want to have funds so I can go and see the Dolphins play in Europe. They're playing in Frankfurt this year. I'm trying to remember where they played before. I can't remember. I can't remember from one game to the other. Don't ask me stats. I don't know them. I just know I like football and I go to the games. I had a conversation with one of my friends' husband one day. We just saw each other at Walmart and he's throwing out stats and everything. And I'm just like, okay, who remembers all that stuff? It's too much. But it was funny. Oh, are any of you shoppers of Shein? Who shops on Shein? I saw this very interesting documentary on Hulu about Shein. I've never purchased anything from Shein. It's very, um, it's Temu's counterpart. I bought a few things from Temu, but nah, I gave up on them. They lure you into cheap, 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 and yeah, some of that stuff is cheap, cheap, cheap. I bought a necklace, and I think I wore it 2 times. Actually, I don't even know where it is right now, but, it is not presentable to wear again, which I didn't expect it to, you know, be anything grand, but I didn't think it was gonna go tarnish that fast, but it did. Nightbot. I can't let them get me. Don't let them get you. It was interesting because, like I said, Temu and Shein is the number one apparel seller. Number one. Temu is number two. That tells y'all something. So, um, Shein, what was interesting for me, they had a crocheter. Her name is Bailey Pardo. I've never heard of her, but I went and clicked and started following her on Instagram. She stole her patterns. The one in particular, it's a long dress, but it has holes like on each side of the waist and then like down at the hip part, I think. Very beautiful. I wonder if I can pull it up. Beautiful pattern. And she said her customer told her about it and she went to find it. And somebody had made her pattern and she was she had I think I want to say it was a halter top and a short set, and she was selling it for 175. Shein was selling it for $25. I said, ooh, I know that hurt her heart. But the big business, they can come and steal what they want to steal. What's her name? Bailey Pardo. Her designs are beautiful. That is my dream, to be a full-time crochet designer. Where is it? That kind of looks like it. Let me see if I click on it, if that's the one. Yes, go back. I don't want to see it. It's a long dress. So they asked her if she sued, and she said that there were attorneys that reached out to her to sue them, but she said she didn't have the money. And she says, going up against big companies is scary, which I can imagine. And they've been sued by big, big, big companies. And the only people that have not settled with them is Ralph Lauren. So I guess they stealing all kinds of people's stuff. Wow. Look at that. got beads in it. Those nails are just too much for me. I can't with the nails. But that her designs are just, whoo, way out there. Oh, this is pretty. I like the ruffle. Do this. I want to stay open. Okay, maybe I don't care who she is. I can't. It won't make me. It's another long one. I like the ruffle at the bottom. It's a cute dress. She got lace on the sleeve, but they just big business do what they want to do. That's why there's Walmarts and Targets, because all of the small mom and pops, they just put them out of business. Okay, this is the that's so cool. That is so cool. What they call it? It's not a ski mask. That is so cool. That would be quite interesting. Anywho, let me get off this lady's page. But as I say, if you are a uh Shein customer, just buyer beware. And for America, the big thing is it's a Chinese company, just like Temu, and they are collecting all of our data, just like Amazon and Target and any other place you shop online. Even when you go in stores, they're still collecting your data because Publix, when you go in there, they always want you to put your phone number in there. That's collecting data. All this stuff is data collection on all of us. I always say the phones are listening to us. Alexa is listening. Who's the other one? Google. Everybody's listening. And you could be talking about something and you pick up your phone and boom, it's right there. It's like, how do they know I wasn't looking for this at this time, but it pops up. And so their little remedy was to move their headquarters to Singapore. Window is just, what's the word? Window dressing. That's all it is, because everything is still in China. They talked to one Chinese, I think he owns a factory, and he said he used to work for Shein, and they were paying him pennies, pennies, pennies on the dollar or on the yen or whatever their monies is to make things, and they were like, "No, you're not gonna pay us nothing, and we make no profit." So he canceled them out. But a lot of people don't even want to talk about it. And they said a lot of the Chinese people don't even know about Shein. It's mostly Americans. The majority of their monies come from us. Just open my email, and at the top it's for Tigo. They are everywhere. All my when I click on my videos, Timu, 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 and then I guess after I watched that Shia documentary, now I'm seeing more Shia stuff. I'm telling you, don't let them get you. That's right. Don't. Hey Paula, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Yeah, they are out there trying to get us, trying to get all of our little bit of money. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna keep resisting. Yeah, they're the prices. Who doesn't want something cheap? They interviewed some um s- what do you call them? Students in design school, I guess. And there was a Chinese man in there asking them questions, and you're trying to why, if you don't like Shein, why do you order all the time from them? And they were like, well, everybody wants a good deal. Everybody wants cheap clothes. Blah 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 blah. And one of the ladies was saying, how did she put it? I can't remember how she worded it, but she was basically saying, how, we just fall into these rabbit holes. That's basically how it all comes about. Everybody's in these little rabbit holes. If you're enjoying this stream so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot doing his job. Alexa, Siri, Cortana, etc. All snitches. Yes, they are. Because Katana is on my laptop. I've never I know it's there because you can do it'll type your speech and stuff, but I've never used it. I just know it's there. But and people don't realize they keep talking about AI, 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 AI. I was like, AI came with Google. Please don't act like this is something new. Google knows almost everything about everybody in the world if you've ever gone on Google. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, but I'm telling you, I think Google knows everything. 80 in New York City, what? Working on a hat, scarf, and baby cardigan. I love to see those cute little baby cardigans, but I just don't have the patience for them. I don't even have patience for an adult cardigan. That's why it takes me forever to do them. I probably would work up a little cardigan much faster than I would for myself, but I never do them. But I just love looking at. They are just the cutest thing, and to see the little babies in them. Oh, so cute. I don't. I downsized my um, internet because I was just not going to pay $250 a month for channels I hardly ever watch. Although I miss all of my ID stuff, I miss the Discovery Channel. I miss so much. One day I came across Freevee and they have like a true crime thing. So I've been vegging on that. And whoo, I was like, truth is much scarier than fiction. There's some scary people out there, y'all. Just be on the on the lookout. There are some scary people out there, especially with Google owning YouTube. Yes, and having access to my emails. Man, the targeted ads are too much. I don't remember the person that owns Google, whatever his name is, because I think one of them sold their shares, the originals. I think one of them sold their shares or sold their half of the company or something like that. But man, they were young, just like um, Zuckerberg and whoever originally had Twitter until they sold it to the idiot. Um, and the Microsoft man, he was young, of course, when he started. They were all youngsters, like in their 20s when they made these huge companies. What were we doing in our 20s? I was in the army trying to figure out my life while the Facebook man was in college trying to figure out how to make well, I forgot what the original name was, People or whatever the original name was. I have never watched that movie. They had a movie about um, Facebook and how it all came about and the people that were suing and all that stuff. I never watched that. And I'm a documentary fanatic. I love a good documentary. I just need a small loan of $1 million. I know they are billionaires, billionaires. What can they? Well, I know what they do with their money. And the Amazon man, who could forget that? I remember all I ever did with Amazon when they started was books. Who would think they would be the big behemoth that they are now? And when I used to have a um, investment group. There were only I think 6 of us, and I used to tell them all the time because I always I've bought books from Amazon and I've sold books on Amazon, and I used to say to them all the time, if Amazon sold groceries, I'd buy. What does Amazon own now? They own oh, what's the grocery store that they own? Why can't I think of the name of it? But anywho, but I never order any groceries through them. But I thought that is so crazy. Yes, Whole Foods. Thank you, Brianna. Somebody can help me. Let me see. The Social Network is a good movie. I bet it is, but I've never watched it. Hey, Regina, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? And did you get your purchase? I don't know if you ever told me if you got it or not. Saying hello, Nightbot. Saying, and she said hello. At Whole Foods, yeah, because ooh, it just slipped my mind. Since they have all that info, it shouldn't take long people to find people that been doing this mass shoot. Well, it doesn't take long. I told my daughter last night, I said, I am sure that man is dead because he hasn't shot anybody else and they haven't found him. And I said, I bet she's dead. And sure enough, he was found dead. As you know, it's in if you are in big cities or cities that have CTV and all that, it's not, but if you live in one of those rural counties and you don't even have broadband, that's a different story. I didn't even realize that there are places that don't have broadband. I was like, what? Are you serious? I just thought that came with being in America. But there are places that do not, because that costs money and people have to go and put up the wiring and all that stuff. But it's hard to be a good criminal these days because you will be tracked. If you have a phone, if you have a car that's really new, they can track you on that phone, on that car, in your car. If you have a Fitbit on or whatever the watches, the Google, what do you call them? The smart watches, all that stuff, everything you can be tracked on anything. And if you are unfortunately, um, if you have any kind of surgeries that require any kind of implants or anything like that, and God forbid you pass away and nobody can identify you, and if you have like breast implants, a hip done, through your teeth, all this stuff, everything. It's very, very hard nowadays. And now, because of DNA, a lot of these cold cases are now being solved too. Oops, I see it like the phone. Companies definitely know. We find out a search engine text like, woo! And let me tell you, and everybody think they can do what is it, factory resets? It doesn't matter because the company already got your information. I just crack up when I watch so many true crime story shows. It just boggles my mind how they get all and now they have true FBI, which really, I mean, they have access to everything. Yes, I got it. Love everything. 84 and working on an angel. Oh, I am working on a little Christmas tree, a keychain, a Christmas tree keychain. that I came across, one of the, Mexican ladies that I follow, and she's doing it, and I was wa she does premieres, and it's almost live, and I just figured out they're not at first I thought she was actually live until I saw, because her clips are like mine are choppy. Hers aren't really choppy, but then I was like, "Oh, okay." There, she did stop and then go because she finished that round. But she and I don't speak Spanish, but I do know the numbers in Spanish, and because I listen to them enough, I know some of the words that they're saying. Um, but um, she does premieres, and then Shyla Crochet Sheeler. How does she say her name? Think she says Sheeler, and I say Shyler, but I think Sheeler. But anyway, she does the premieres too, and it's just their videos, and then they will talk. And of course, the Spanish lady is just talking, talking, talking. I don't know what she's saying, but she's talking. And I do comment on the Spanish. I don't know if she reads English or not. She can convert it like I can convert it. She said, "That's right, Brianna." Let me see. Did you follow? Let me tell you something. Is that the girl that faked that she was kidnapped or something like that? I didn't even have to follow that. From the moment I heard the story, I thought it was BS. So, and when they finally said it was, I was like, okay, I was right. I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. And I'm like, what? She don't have anything else better to do with her time. And she didn't. Oh yeah, reset. It's still on the phone and probably sent the data already. It just being unsent. I don't even understand why people think that works. And not only the fact that you reset your phone, but did who you sent it to reset their phone, and who they sent it to did it, it's like that commercial. It says you kissed this person and that person kissed that person. I mean, those crazy commercials like that. It's the same thing with the phone. I blocked somebody. And I remembered I had taken a picture and I sent that picture to someone else. And I had to go and find that text message and delete that text message because Google and well, wasn't on Facebook, but Google will send you memories of pictures. I said, I don't want no memories. I don't want no memories. I deleted every picture I could think of. I don't want it. Block it, delete it, all that stuff. But it's in their little memory bank somewhere. As long as they don't, because I think if you delete the pictures, then you don't see them again. At least I hope. I'll let y'all know. Darcia said hello to Regina. Regina said hello to Darcia. Yes, and was Googling dumb stuff. Yeah. Taking movie out. Do you get charged for it? Yep. I was like, this chick, she didn't have anything else better to do with her time. My goodness, are you that lonely? Are you I couldn't believe it. I know. And and the thing about she saw what was she saw a child? It was stupid. It was stupid. Yep. I said this girl. And then I forgot what did she get charged with? I guess faking her kidnapping or something. I don't know what she got charged with something. I can't remember what. I was done with the story from the get go. So I after that I just blanked it out of my head because I was like, that chick, ain't nobody kidnapping her. She is, and God forbid if something really does happen to her, she gonna be the what is it, the child that cried wolf or whatever that thing is, and nobody will take it seriously. Don't play around with stuff like that. Just call your friend up and say, hey, can I come over? Or call your mom or your dad or whatever. I be wasting resources, there's enough crime going on in the world that you don't need to be wasting the resources of the police when they could be out there solving somebody's crime. Ridiculous. She should be ashamed of herself for doing that stupidness. One count of false reporting to a law enforcement authority and one count of falsely reporting and she deserved it. Wasting people's time, pulling on people's heart chain. Didn't pull on mine. The story just didn't sound right. Just like when they were looking for those children in Utah, I think it was, the mother and ran off and married the man and could care less about her kids. I was like, those children are dead. Sure enough, they turned up dead, buried in his backyard. I said, there is a place in hell for y'all. Those children did not ask for that. They sound the same to me, but she needs punishment, so the copycats are deterred. I know, but unfortunately, there will always be somebody that forgot about what happened to her and think they can get away with it. That woman in California who she had her ex-boyfriend caught up in her foolishness. And when her husband found out, they were in the police station and that you could see him physically move as far away from her as he possibly could. And then he stuck with her for a minute and then he finally's like, I'm done with you. I was like, these people do some of the craziest things. Even though you can delete things from your device, it's still out there in cyberspace. I know. That's why that's one of the things I tell my daughter all the time. I said, don't post these things. I said, all that stuff you post on Facebook, even me on YouTube, all this stuff lives in, in infamy. Infamy. Never, unless the World Wide Web goes away. When I'm gone, somebody will be able to type my name in, type in Gigi the Crochet Queen, and something's gonna pop up about me when I'm long, long gone. So we are just stuck with it. Nobody has to go and get big old encyclopedias that's gonna have a minimal amount of information. Now they got information that goes on until the end of time. Just like my aunt says, it's still in the air. Yep, it is out there. Somebody can, and I was telling my friend because I every now and again I start to get these messages from men. First of all, their words go on and on and on. Foolishness, straight foolishness. If you know anything about men, they don't write paragraphs to say that they're interested in you. They write a sentence, if that, maybe a half a sentence. These dudes writing paragraphs. Oh, I came across your picture, blah, 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 all this stuff. I told my friend, I said, the Nigerians are trying to get me. She's like, why do you think that? I said, because men don't write long sentences. And I said, this has been copied and pasted from somewhere else. So I ignore them. First time I like, okay. Then I'll go and click on their picture and I'll go to their Facebook pages to see if any, nothing in there since like 2021 or something like that. So I'm automatically like, got my, this ain't for real. Then one person I had went back and forth with, and then I was like, and this isn't sitting, it's not sitting well with me. So I ignored him after that. Then I get another one, another long paragraph of BS. And they always find a picture or something that I've done like years ago. It's like, who is looking at anyone's Facebook page from 2, 3 years ago? First of all. So they're trying to say we have something in common. No, we don't. So then go back and forth, back and forth. So I kept sending it to my friend. I said, "You see, the Nigerians are trying to get me. They think I'm gullible. Just because I'm 62 don't mean I'm gullible. I ain't no, no. I ain't that hard up for no man. No. Because that's what they do. They're searching. They're like, oh, I don't see a man in her picture. There's no man in her picture. Okay, she must be a bad. Oh, she must be. She needs somebody in her life. No, Gloria don't need nobody in their life, especially if you're trying to take my money. Me and my money don't part. So I started sending her all these things. She's like, "Oh, I think you're right." I said, "I know I'm right. Please." African princess. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Those are the scam. They sure are. And when I watch Dr. Phil and those older ladies are on there and they talk about how much money they send to these men they've never met. Never met. I said, even if I met your behind, you still me and my money don't part. No. I work too hard for these coins. Even when I watch Judge Judy and ladies are on there, oh, I paid for his bail. My daughter already know I ain't paying for her bail unless I really believe in her. And if a man go to jail, unless he going to jail for me, oh well, you on your own. I don't know you like that. My last name does not match yours. Even if we just happen to have the same last name, but my last name don't match yours because we are not husband and wife. Mm-mm. And if you're my husband, I might look at you twice if you ain't going to jail for me. That have a real reason. I don't know. I know I'm gullible at some point, but I ain't that gullible. Mm-mm. These they are out there. They are trying to sit on their duffs and take your money while you working hard for it. Just have to be, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be all these scam. There's so many scammers on the internet. It's ridiculous. And the text messages. I get scammed text messages. Oh, someone tried to use your, and it'll have like Bank O America, something. It'll be wrong because or to have Wells. No, it have Fargo then Wells. So you already know. And your banks don't send you text messages like that either. So you already know that. And if you click on it, they probably somehow will be able to grab your information. So I delete all that stuff. I said, unless my bank starts calling me, we don't work like that. Hey Renee, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. She says, hello everyone, hanging out with the family. Ooh, enjoy the family. Saying hi to Renee. Saying hi to Gloria. And said hi to Marcia. Darcia. Oh, sometimes they do iMessage. Oh, I don't have an iPhone, so I'm still an Android girl. I don't think I'm ever going to the dark side. That's what I call iPhone, dark side. But anywho, I've only had an Android. I've had an Android since my daughter was 9 or 10, and she's 29. So sometimes you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. I don't know enough about my Android phone to be messing around with a iPhone, so I just stick with what I know. I know how to work my Android. Me and Samsung are friends. My daughter and I were talking about flip phones. I was like, I don't recall having a flip phone. I know I think her first one was a flip, but I don't recall having I remember having a little phone about yay big. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was a Nokia phone. Do Nokia does it even exist anymore? That was way back when Verizon was good to me. When you used to get free phones every year. That plan went out the window real fast. When Apple came around and they were charging an arm and a leg for a phone, Verizon's like, I shouldn't say, well, it was Apple, but it was through, um, AT&T. So they AT&T, of course, everybody had to, I guess, initially had to pay for the Apple phone, and I think after that, all those, good plans went out the window, and that, I think, spurred on all the off companies like, um, Boost, T-Mobile. I think T-Mobile came after. What's the one that a lot of people have here in Florida? Why can't I think of the name of that? Somebody'll know. I can't think of the big one that everybody goes to. Saying hi to Renee. Nokia, yes. That's how far back. Yeah, I think so too, because I haven't heard anything about it. Saying hi. Dinner ready, have to eat. See you later. See you in a few. Okay. Enjoy your meal. Yes, Metro. Metro is the other big, and then Walmart started carrying their phones, and they're supposed to be on the big on the networks, the big networks. But I loved Verizon. I was like, yes, a free phone every, and then you could get a free you, and if someone was on your plan, everybody got a free phone. Got every time you upgraded, you got a free phone, and then Mr. No, his name, what's the first Apple man's name? Jobs. Mr. Jobs had to come and mess up everything. Life has never been the same since. So now I have to pay out the snaz. But if anybody knows about Gazelle, Gazelle is, um, um, I want to say a secondhand company. I don't know what the word is for it, but unfortunately, I didn't go through them to get this phone, but that's who I'm gonna be going through. I did, my other phone through them, and the phone was half the price that you would pay, from Verizon. Saying hey to Gloria. You too, Renee. Thanks for coming. But, if you are ready to upgrade and you don't wanna pay that upgrade money, try look at Gazelle. They have 3 tiers, of their phones. And I think when I got my other phone, I did the 2nd tier, and I didn't have any problems with the phone. No, nothing that I would have had if I'd have bought it straight from Verizon. And they have it set up, to let you know, what carrier, because you put in your carrier, that way you get a phone that you can put your SIM card in and activate it and be ready to go. That is how it works. Alright, so I'm on round 5 of my hat. Let me see, am I 5? 1, 2. Yep, I'm on round 5. So I'm gonna get off of here. Let me see, there are 9 people still on here. I saw a, message from YouTube. It says, "It's my birthday on YouTube." I don't know how they, I guess that's based on me, getting monetized, I guess. I don't know, because 'Cause I've been on YouTube since March. March was March 2 years or 3 years? I think it was 2 years. I can't even remember now. Yeah, I think it, or was that 3 years? I got monetized. Anywho, they said happy, it's my birthday on YouTube. I take it for their word because they are keeping track. But anywho, I am going to do a giveaway of this. This is Mainstays Sparkle acrylic yarn is 251.53 yards. Who knew? It is for medium weight and it is platinum silver. See the sparkles in there. So if anyone wants this, pick a number 1 through 50 and it'll be yours. Who is this? You know, Mainstay is Walmart's brand. And this is made in Turkey. So it should be some pretty good yarn. I think I've used it, but I can't remember. Gloria said 1. She said 6, 23. Queen E. Hello, Queen E. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up. Gloria said 21. Gloria is determined. Gloria said, I'm going to knock everybody out. 8, 10, 5, 50. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought, okay, 32 and 7. All right, Gloria got it. Because Gloria was going to write down, yeah, there you go. I will send it out to you on Monday, Gloria. Gloria says she's getting all the yarn. Queenie said hello. 15, 20, 16, 3, 25. All right, everybody. I am going to go. I thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Gloria says my winning streak is back. Have a great rest of your day, and everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.